Merhaba arkadaşlar. Welcome to the new episode of this course. Well, in this course, I would like to explain some obligatory situations. In English, for obligatory situations, you can use the word must, should, and have to. In Turkish, there is one suffix that means all of the above words. It means must, should, have to. There are different words that are used to show obligatory situations in English, but in Turkish we have only one suffix, and that suffix is malı or meli. It has two forms. You know why two forms? It is because of vowel harmony. It is one suffix, but it has two forms. It means it follows two-way vowel harmony. Whenever you want to express obligatory situations in Turkish language, you can add this suffix at the end of verb. Here are some examples. For example, olmak. Olmak means become, and the root is ol, you know. So here, if you want to express the obligatory situation, it means you must be, or you should be, or you have to be. Only you can add this suffix. You know which suffix to choose because you know the vowel harmony now. Now here the last vowel letter is kalın letter, so you can use this suffix, ol meli. See here you have ol meli, and after that ol meli you have there the personal suffix, and there is one more y letter because that separates two vowel letter there. Ol meliyim. This suffix is for subject, for personal pronoun I, subject. Ol meliyim, it means I must be, or I have to be, or I should be. So in Turkish language, generally you can convey the idea of obligatory situations with using this suffix. But if you want to bring some changes in your speaking, there you have one more option, that is zorunda. To express the ideas must and have to, you can also use the construction infinitive plus zorunda plus personal endings. This is negated with dil. You should remember this. Well, and now let's see some more examples here for this as well. Götürmek. See the structure. It says the infinitive. It is the infinitive form of the verb. After that infinitive form, you can use the word zorunda, and after the zorunda, you use this personal ending. Götürmek zorundasın. You know this sin is the personal suffix for the subject you, and you there you have the word first the infinitive form of the verb, then the word zorunda, and after the word zorunda you have the personal ending. It means götürmek zorundasın, you must take, or you have to take. You can convey this idea using one of this suffix as well, malı or meli suffix. For example, you can say götürmelisin. Götürmelisin. You have to take, or you must take, or götürmek zorundasın. You can choose any structure that you think is easier for you. Well, one thing more I would like to add here is if you see devam etmek, here it says devam etme meliyiz. We must not continue, we should not continue, the negative form. Generally you should know that in Turkish language with negative sentences only you add the suffix ma, or let me write it in its full form, ma or me. It has two forms, two-way vowel harmony. So you might see in some boxes this structure, so you should know them. You should know that. It means whenever you want to change a positive sentence to negative sentence in Turkish language, you can use this suffix. It's a general rule. See here, devam etmek, devam etmeliyiz, we must continue. Devam etmeliyiz, we must not continue. As simple as that. It's a general rule. You should know this after this one. For example, it is the positive structure of this obligatory sentence. Ul malim, I must continue, I must be, or I should be. And if you want to change this sentence to negative, so you should only know this suffix. That is all. Ul ma maliyim, I must not be. Only I have added this suffix. That is all. And this obligatory suffix here. And here it is the verb root, the negative suffix, mali, the obligatory case, and yim, personal ending, personal suffix. This letter only separate the two vowel letter. That is all. So with negative sentence, it's a general rule that you should know. With question or interrogative sentences, and it is similar to the structure. I mean the structure, or at least adding a suffix similar to negative sentence. In negative, you are adding this suffix, and with interrogative sentences, you only add a similar suffix. Me or me, mu, mu. In some resources you might see like this. It means the second letter can get changed according to its vowel harmony. You know that now. See here this positive sentence, ul maliyim. It is the positive sentence, ul maliyim, positive sentence. Negative sentence, ul mali yim. It is negative sentence. Let me put some space here, so you should know, you should learn them first, then. And here the interrogative sentence, only you need to add one of this question suffix at the end of your sentence. Ul mali. Now add this question suffix, ul mali. Which one should I choose? If you can remember the vowel harmony, you already know that here I can choose this suffix, ul mali, me. Now the personal suffix, begin, and here two vowel letter has come together, so add one buffer letter as well, and the question mark at the end. Olmeli miyim? I must not be. So as easy as that. And negative interrogative, so now you must be able to guess how you can use this negative interrogative. If you see the negative sentence here, then adding the question suffix is already you see here, so that is very easy. See, mali. Now the question suffix me. Now the personal suffix, and here the buffer letter what. See, as simple as that. It means if with positive sentence you use the question suffix, then that is positive interrogative, and when you are using the question suffix with negative sentence, then that is negative interrogative. Now let me remove the spaces, so they should be like sentence, complete form. Here you can see the 4 types of a sentence, and when you remember these 2 points, you can use the different form of sentences very easily. Well, and remember that with zorunda you have a special word, deal. So when you want to change this sentence into negative, you should remember that you should not use the negative suffix that we have already discussed. Well, when you use the suffix mali or meli or mali, and when you use the negative form, for example this dance devam etmemeliyiz, in the negative this implies something that must not be done. And with zorunda, when you use the negative form here, dance etmek zorunda değilim, I do not have to dance. Only at the end of the sentence you have used the word deal, and now you are using the personal suffix with this word deal. Dance etmek zorunda değilim. In the negative, this has the meaning does not have to. It means I do not have to dance. Well, that was the general scenario for delivering the idea of obligatory sentences in Turkish. Now, this suffix has some special structures as well that you might see in different texts, so you should be familiar with them. Right now, if you do not learn different structures with this, even only and only with this suffix, you can convey this idea. So now you already learn zorunda as well, so you can convey the idea with zorunda as well, and you can bring some changes to this structure as well, so in order to be familiar with different texts. Let me explain some changes. birinci tip, first tip. Well, we have already discussed this, how to use the suffix malı or meli. You already know that. Zorunda, also you know that. And here, sometimes instead of using the suffix malı or meli, you can use a different structure. It means after the fi'l or verb, you can add this suffix ma or me, and after that ilik, the personal ending, and then gerek or lazım. This gerek or lazım are special Turkish words that they also with a special structure can convey the meaning of obligatory situations. And one thing more, we use this structure with genitive case. For example, benim gitmem gerek or benim gitmem lazım. It means I have to go. See, after the verb get, here may is used, here may, and then the personal suffix, and at the end the word gerek or lazım. You can use any of them that you feel convenient with. For example, benim gitmem gerek or benim gitmem lazım. Or when you do not remember these words, you can easily say ben gitmeliyim. I have to go. Ben gitmeliyim, you already know this structure. It is very easy, and you can use the same idea with different structure, with genitive case. Benim gitmem, benim gitmem gerek, benim gitmem lazım. Now if you want to use the interrogative or negative structure, it is a little different from the general structure that we already discussed. So here is the structure. First you have the word, first you have the verb, then the suffix ma or me, then personal ending, and after the personal ending you have either the letter O or A, well, considering the two-way vowel harmony, and then gerek yok. It is a special structure. You might not have seen yok so far in the course that we have studied. So it is a very specific case, specific to gerek and lazım. So you should remember this structure if you want to use it. Or even it has another structure as well. Fi'l or verb, ma or me, personal ending, and instead of using this letter, you can use gerekli değil. Instead of gerek yok, gerekli değil. Both structures are correct and both conveys the same idea. For example, benim gitmeme gerek yok. This structure, benim gitmeme gerek yok. Benim gitmem gerekli değil. Benim gitmem gerekli değil. It means I have to go. And olumlu ve olumsuz soru. When you want to use this structure in interrogative form, here is the structure. First you have the fi'l or verb, then the rest of sentence, and at the end gerek var mi or gerek yok mu. Yok mu negative interrogative, var mi interrogative positive interrogative. Or it also has two different structure, gerekli mi or gerekli değil mi. Benim okula gitmeme gerek var mı? The first structure, this structure. Well, I said that when you have the positive sentence, the positive sentence here, you only add the question word at the end. Here see, benim okula gitmeme gerek var mı? Or benim okula gitmem gerekli değil. Well, in order to avoid confusion, you should write at least two sentences yourself and then use these different structures. I hope you will learn. I'd like to once again repeat. Well, the positive structure is very easy. Here is one example. Benim gitmem gerek yok. If you remember the genitive case, benim gitmem, it means after the fi'l, and instead of using mali or meli, you only use ma or me, and then the personal ending, then the word gerek or lazım. Here, benim gitmem gerek or benim gitmem lazım. Or when you don't remember this structure, easily say ben gitmeliyim. And if you want to change it to negative sentence, so instead of saying benim gitmem lazım or benim gitmem gerek, add one letter or ma, a or a here at the end of this personal suffix. Benim gitmeme gerek yok. Or benim gitmem gerekli değil. Any structure that you feel convenient with, you can use it. Benim gitmem lazım, positive. Benim gitmeme gerek yok. Benim gitmem gerekli değil. Soru: benim okula gitmeme gerek var mı? Benim okula gitmem gerekli mi? So that is all. I hope you understood some points. I know it was a little difficult, actually the last part, but for the moment, if that part was difficult for you, you can only focus using this suffix meli or mali. Even you can ignore zorunda for the moment. When you master using this suffix, then you can use this suffix as well, and then you can use the different structures that we already discussed. Until our next lesson, wish you good luck. I hope you will learn Turkish language faster and easily.